Hi guys, welcome back to Main Road Expedition. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have an FA Trophy fourth round tie against National League side Torquay United. We are at home, so we have got a potential good opportunity again to cause an upset as we did against Barnet. And we follow that up with a home game in the league against Banbury United, in which we look to maintain our position in these playoff places. It has bunched up a little bit more recently. Southport have taken a 10-point advantage over from where we're sat at the moment. But everything's within touching distance. We've just got to keep trying our hardest to progress. And as you can see, since you were last with us for the Histon and Barnet game, we've been a little bit hit and miss it with regards to form, to be honest. We drew with Gloucester, who were bottom of the league at the time. Um, we lost 3-1 against Radcliffe. We got absolutely battered in that game. We had a right goal at the squad, and then when it came to the South Shields game at home, we won by 5 goals to 0. We just completely turned on the style in that game, dominated proceedings completely. We then drew 1-0 with Scarborough Athletic. It was a very good result, that, to be fair, because Scarborough are free scoring at the moment. They're sat in second place, just 4 points off of Southport. We managed a 2-1 win at home against Kettering, and then we suffered a 1-0 defeat away against Macclesfield last time out. So yeah, very much a mixed bag. We're still waiting on news on this takeover as well. So we're still under a transfer embargo. The finances continue to be a bit of a problem for us. It does seem to have stabilised a little bit though. We saw 161,000. We've lost about 30,000 over the first 6 months of the season. Well, let's say 6 months, 4 months, isn't it really? So it's not as drastic as it has been before. We are bringing in slightly bigger attendances, but as you can see, it is proving to be quite a challenge. And until this takeover goes through, we're not going to know where we stand. Obviously, it is our last season anyway of the save, but I think it'd be quite nice to get the takeover done and dusted, just so I think it'd just be a nice way to get it all finished and wrapped up, to be fair. But we'll see how things go in the matches. Hopefully, we'll have some takeover news in today's episode. I know I've said it for the last two, but we can continue to hope, can't we? So going into this game in the FA Trophy, McGee is in goal, Balogun, Adewoju, Grimshaw and Bates set up with our back lineup. Gallagher, Greenfield and Sanders in the midfield three, with Livermore, Yusuf and Sellers Fleming as the front three. Sanders is still absolutely flying from central midfield. He is certainly our shining light this season. He has been fantastic and he continues to perform. He is our captain, of course, and he is certainly putting in those captain's performances at the moment. So a couple of the players apparently are quite complacent for this game against National League side Torquay. I don't know why, because they are in the league above us, of course. We have got a tough game today. There are also some league games going on, as you can see here, worth keeping an eye on. And as you can see, Southport are ahead already. In fact, they're 2 goals to the good. So they are certainly going to be extending their gap for the time being. To be fair, Chester have just come back into it. We finally get a highlight here. B whipping the free kick in. Hercules with the header. It's got over the crossbar. Very comfortable from our point of view. And no shots on target at all from either side so far, which is not ideal, but we'll see how things go. Here is Gallagher. Intercepting well. Sanders into Sellers Fleming. Plays it all the way back to Grimshaw, who lofts it in. And Yusuf managed to win the header. There is a hint of offside, and the referee has put his flag up, unfortunately, on that far side. And it remains 0-0. But decent sign, at least. At least we are looking a little bit dangerous, and we have created an opportunity, albeit it was offside. But positive signs to take from that. We've not been good enough with our shooting. The Torquay manager's probably going to say exactly the same thing. Very even game though. Possession is in our favour. XG is in our favour. But neither side are looking like they're going to score a goal at the moment. We've finally had a shot on target. But as you can see, a number of players having very poor performances at the moment. McGee knocking it forward. Sellers Fleming couldn't get there. Here's Sims into Hercules. Moving down this right-hand side. Plays it forward into Hall. He has got support in the penalty area. And there is Sims, and McGee just about keeps it out. And Adewoju just smashes it out of play for the corner. And the highlight does continue here for Torquay, and it's going to be B to whip in the corner. Potential opportunity knocking here. It's a good claim, though, from McGee. And he's just absolutely launched it straight away. I'm not entirely sure why he's done that, because there was no one up there. And I think we're going to have to make some substitutions, to be honest. We've not looked good going forward. I mean, Sellers Fleming's on a yellow card, 6.1 rating for him. We'll bring on Harrison Nee, I think, for him. And our wingers have been shocking as well, but we haven't got the options in there today, unfortunately. Not really got the options anywhere looking at it. Jack O'Connor's going to come on for Adewoju, who's on the yellow card. Grimshaw's struggling for fitness, but we need to maintain a little bit. And Balogun's had a poor game. Brockbank can come on. And we'll just leave it as that and hope for the best. Jack Bates doing well here with an interception. Finds Sanders. Sellers Fleming wins a tackle and finds Yusuf, who's charging forward. And it's a very comfortable save for Mo. The shot was quite poor from Solomon Yusuf, who has also been performing quite well recently. He's scored quite a few goals already this season. But in this game, it's just been one of those games. Maroney with a strike there, and it's ended up just going wide. It's a bit of a close one there. And yeah, it's a bit of a strange match, this one, to be fair. Yusuf Bates knocking it over the top, and Moore easily claims Harrison Nee didn't even make the run to try and win it. Moore just thinks it into Maroney, whose ball forward just finds O'Connor. Now Brockbank. Chance for us to build here. Sanders, that's a lovely pass. Greenfield picks it up. He has got support. Instead, he gets the strike away. It took a deflection off the defender, and the goalkeeper made a save as well. Very, very close to it being 1-0. Sanders with a chance to deliver from the resulting corner. Whips it in toward the far post. Nee was there, but again, Moore very assertively claiming it quite comfortably. And now it's Maroney with a free kick. Lofts it in. And I don't know who it bobbled up off, but McGee makes the claim. And we're not looking at getting players out very quickly, but Harrison Nee almost got in ahead of Maroney there. And it's ended up back with the goalkeeper once again. As Torquay look to build, he launches it forward and Scott is chasing, but O'Connor reacts quite well and Bates picks it up now into Sanders. Again, poor pass. Yusuf couldn't get there, but a poor pass from them as well. But Sims still manages to come out with it, and Hercules finds Scott, and it's over the crossbar. Big chance late on there for Torquay. And we've not been too bad for the most part, discipline in terms of discipline in recent times, but today we've been shocking. And yeah, it's just going to be a case of see what happens over this course of the penalty shootout, isn't it? Sanders to take the opening penalty. He's done well so far from the spot this season, and this time he hasn't. I need to stop bigging players up, don't I, in these shootouts? We don't do well in penalty shootouts. We've proven it many a time. And Fisk to step up. McGee beaten straight down the middle by the Torquay player. And despite Sanders' record from the spot, that was a poor one from him today. Livermore gets us back into it a little bit, into the top corner as well. It was a very good penalty. And now it's Sims against McGee. Obviously, we're at a disadvantage now. We need McGee to pull out all the stops here. And McGee, oh, he got a touch onto it. And I don't exactly know what he was doing there, but he couldn't keep it out anyway. And now Dan Gallagher stepping up and scoring into the bottom corner. We bring it level. But obviously, the early save from their goalkeeper has set it up nicely for Torquay at the moment. Hercules steps up, scores into the bottom corner as well. They are certainly looking a bit more assertive with these penalty kicks at the moment. Brockbank now stepping up for us. Big opportunity. He has to score, and he hasn't. It's a comfortable save again from the goalkeeper, and that is going to be that, I think. We're going to be out of the FA Trophy. We need McGee to make 2 saves here. And so far, yes, he got near to one of them, but other than that, he's not looked like saving any. Gilby for the decisive penalty. And again, McGee got a touch but couldn't keep it out. And that is the end of our FA Trophy exploits. All the concentration now will return to the league. And it is what it is. Not a good performance all round. Everyone played poorly. McGee was our best player, our goalkeeper. So, I mean, what does that tell you? It's been a very poor performance today. And we need to certainly pick it up going back into these league fixtures against Banbury, which I think, yes, it's in a week's time. So We've got few things to get through, obviously. Got to make sure that we set up for the league game. Hopefully we'll have some takeover news, but let's be honest, who knows when it's going to happen. It's looking very doubtful at the minute, but let's get on with it and we'll see how we do against Banbury. Okay then guys, here we go for the game against Banbury. I've pretty much given up now. It's still going on. You'll know for the next episode, hopefully, if we'll have the takeover or not. But getting a little bit impatient, it has to be said. It's been going on for over 3 months now, and it's certainly dragging on. Meanwhile, we changed focus once again. We're back in the league now. Banbury United currently sat in 12th place. We're only 6 points ahead of Kettering, who are just sat outside the playoffs. So we need to get back to winning ways here, and hopefully we can do so. It is going to be a tough ask, but at the same time, it is going to be a requirement now. We are getting toward the business end of the campaign. McGee's in goal. We've got Balogun, Furtado, Grimshaw and Bates in there. Sanders, Glendon and Sellers Fleming in the midfield with Livermore, Danawa and Collins as the front three. You'll notice down there that Norton is unhappy. He wants to play more matches, and to be quite honest, he is capable of playing more matches, but he's not been playing well. So he's been dropped for a lot of games recently, and it is what it is. There's not really a lot we can do. With the fact that he's unhappy, don't want to upset too many other players at the moment. So we go in to this game. Banbury are actually in better form than us overall, so we need to step it up. And George Glendon here with an early free kick. Grimshaw with the header, and it's off the crossbar, and Beadle just about manages to clear. Very positive early on, only a couple of minutes gone. Big opportunity as Glendon now swings the corner and Livermore couldn't win the header, but it's picked up by Danawa. Unfortunately, nothing comes of that, and we remain at 0-0. 10 minutes gone, 70% possession. We're certainly dominating proceedings, but Banbury are the side that have had the attempt on target. So we just need to pick it up. We need to wake up a little bit and just start to push on. But unfortunately, like I was saying, I can't remember if it was yesterday's episode or the day before, our strikers aren't scoring enough goals. We're relying on a lot on our midfield players at the moment. And here is Maloney with the goal kick. Launches it forward looking for Peters, who wins the header well, and Tanner manages to turn the centre back, and it's still Tanner, and it's a very poor finish. Big opportunity there. Furtado was completely turned, and we have to really start to focus in. We're not looking like scoring as well, which is a bit of a concern. We didn't look particularly brilliant against Torquay either, but after coming back from that 1-0 defeat against Macclesfield, we didn't score against Torquay. If we go a third game in a row without a goal, I am going to start getting concerned. And again, yellow cards are plenty here. We're still looking a little bit lapse in terms of our discipline. Adewoju is going to come on for Grimshaw. The last thing I want is any players getting sent off, but at the moment, it is looking quite likely that it's going to happen at times. James Collins, 6.3 again, having a shocking game. Sellers Fleming can stay on. We'll get Yusuf on that right-hand side as well. And we're going to demand more because this has been a dreadful game for us again. Haley here into Beadle. Plays it back to Malokwu. Now Peters into Beadle again. Swings it in toward the far post. Hewitt picks it up. Not under much pressure. And Bates has given away a penalty, apparently. There didn't seem to be too much wrong with it. But the lack of goals that we're having at the moment in the last couple of matches. Yep, Tanner converts the penalty. And I have to say, I can't see us getting back into it at the moment. We've not seen anything go in our favour in relation of highlights. And we're going to go very attacking here. It has worked for us once or twice. Again, we're going to demand more and just hope for the best. Tanner here with a free kick. Just chips it in and Peters wins the header and it's off the woodwork and over the bar. And, yep, we are not looking particularly good here. We've had more attempts at goal, but no highlights have gone in our favour, so they're clearly not particularly good attempts. Here is Malokwu, lofting it forward. Sanders just picks it up, controls it well, tries to play the pass to Sellers Fleming. It doesn't come off, and Tanner, now moving forward, plays it back into Peters. And now Hewitt, just holding on to it, back into Malukwu. Looks over the top, and it's easy for McGee to make the claim. Launches it forward, and Harrison Nee is in behind here, and he's beaten Maloney to the ball, and he's managed to score. It's his 10th of the season, and we have very much gotten away with that. If we weren't on the very attacking mentality there, I can't see us having got that goal back, to be quite honest. It was Route 1 stuff. McGee with a good assist, really, and Harrison Nee just making the defender looking a bit silly, and made himself look a bit silly at times there as well, but he did manage to get there before the goalkeeper and make the finish. And we are level, and there's still a couple of minutes of added time to play. We've claimed a draw. It's certainly not the result we wanted, but at least we got the goal. And I'll say we're not happy with the performance. We were the better side, but at the same time, we have to start picking it up again. We need our strikers to start scoring. I've toyed with the idea of changing the mentality from poacher to something else, but it's just not. It worked so well for us last season, and this season our strikers are firing blanks for the most part. Harrison Nee with 10 goals this season, still behind Max Sanders, our bootleg Kevin De Bruyne in midfield. So certainly things to look at, but we're sat in 5th place, 5 points ahead of Chester, who are sat in 8th at the moment. So it's tightening up, and we've got to be aware that we need to get some wins on the board soon. So certainly plenty to focus on. Still no news there. So looking at the schedule, we're going to get another number of games under our belt. We'll probably have 3 more episodes, I think, to be honest. If we do, we'll do St Ives away and Kidderminster at home next, and then Matlock away and Nuneaton at home, and then Gloucester at home and Radcliffe away to finish off the season. And then that will be the end of the series after that. So plenty to be getting on with. We'll be back for St Ives away and Kidderminster at home, and hopefully we can get back to winning ways sooner rather than later. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.